Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bo, or Carl Hunga712, and I just want to thank you to all the new viewers and subscribers that really like the first Madden video. I appreciate that. Make sure if you're a new viewer, you like and subscribe. Leave me a comment letting me know kind of what you like, what you don't like, if you have any recommendations for some changes in the future. But I figured we'd play the third preseason game here. I didn't want to bore you with the first two. Just because, that's kind of the dress rehearsal, and I'm only doing the first half because it was kind of a blowout. But as we get into the season, I'm going to adjust the time and different things, but definitely let me know in the comments section. But I made sure to update the roster, so I have Yannick, who Minnesota just got from Jacksonville for a second-round pick, and I believe a conditional third or fourth. Michael Pierce is on the IR, so I figured we'd do the more realistic stance here. And then what I also decided to do to help out the interior, because basically minus Michael Pierce, Minnesota's interior is kind of bad. I ended up signing Terrell Suggs, a crafty old veteran here at 37. Moved him to defensive tackle from the end position. And I also signed two corners as well. I ended up signing Logan Ryan and Aqib Talib, a couple guys that are really good man coverage guys and press coverage guys to definitely help out the secondary. And I figured I'd probably have Holton Hill man down the slot for the time being because, like I said, I kind of like to play more aggressively on defense. And with Minnesota's corners not in the best of shape right now, drafting kind of young and building up from there, I figure that's going to be the best option for Minnesota. But I figure I'd go with 12-minute quarters here to try to get a more realistic feel. I might have to take that down maybe to 10 minutes, just depending on how long the game takes and kind of get the most realistic feel. For offense, I always run the New England offense. And then, of course, Minnesota, I grew up watching the Vikings in the later 90s. So I got to change their jerseys to that time period. I love those jerseys from back then. I love their new ones too, but just give me that old time feel for the Vikes. But I got to tell you, playing this game, playing through the first couple of preseason games, man, I'm excited for football. I don't know about you guys, but man, I've missed the NFL, and I really hope this year, we can get through the season. With the COVID issues and everything, because it's going to be a really unfortunate year if we also lose football, with baseball being cut back as much as it was and basketball being cut back and stuff. And then, of course, I'm a Big Ten guy, Iowa Hawkeyes. The Big Ten's canceled, so no games, no college games. So I'm hoping the NFL, can basically go through and, we can get a pretty solid season this year, and especially for my Vikes, all you Vike fans out there watching. But also let me know in the comment section too if you think the graphics look pretty good. I always kind of oversaturate when I'm recording videos. I always have, because I think it makes the game look more vibrant and kind of pops a little bit. So. But yeah, we got my Vikes here going up against Cleveland. Going to try to shut down Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and then, of course, you got Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham Jr. So the Browns kind of underperformed last year. I was kind of surprised. I really thought they were going to kind of turn the corner. Of course, Baker kind of took a step back from his rookie year. But was it Odell and Landry were both kind of banged up throughout the season. But Chubb played really well. I think they're a team definitely to watch for going forward here. Yeah, the coaches here kind of recommended that I run a lot of cover 2, and my goal always when I'm playing defense, like I said, I like playing a really aggressive defense, blitzing a lot, running a lot of press man coverage. That's just how I've always played Madden. One thing I've noticed, I don't know, I'm curious to see if you guys have noticed this too in the comments section. One thing I've hated with Madden the last few years is it seems like you get more pressure on the quarterback when you play coverage than when you blitz. It's just really weird. It's one thing that just drove me nuts the last few years is that just blitzing for me just doesn't seem to work as well as it should. But the Browns, they're moving on me right now. I'm trying to change it up a little bit here. God, I love this nickel play here, this double A gap, kind of bring people up. So it's a really good thing that I found online years ago, running that, because everybody thinks you're really bringing the heat, and then most of the time your linebackers just drop back into coverage. But kind of hoping with Yannick, Terrell Suggs, Daniil Hunter, 3 of those 4 guys, and then whoever my 4th defensive tackle is that I decide to go with, Shamar Stephen or somebody like that. We'll have to see. Hopefully we can get a lot of pressure, generate some pressure on the quarterback, maybe try to figure out some different blitzes throughout the year, and definitely come around like that. This is my favorite thing here, is if I can get them to 3rd and 8, 3rd and long. Usually I'll drop people back right on the line, just kind of play that, soft zone coverage. Oh, man, look at Gladney there. Our young rookie gets the pick there. That's always my goal, is, try to get you in 3rd and long, drop back with my great coverage corners, let my blitzers go wild, let my ends, let my defensive tackles push through, and it usually gets me where I need to be. Of course, we got Kirk Cousins coming out here, had a great year this last year. Definitely kind of took a step forward, I think, from his first year, even though he didn't put up quite as many passing yards and put up quite the stats he did his first year. He really cut down on the turnovers, just played really solid football for Minnesota. So I know Kirk Cousins gets a lot of hell from the fans and different things, but I've been impressed with him so far. He's been a solid option for him. I wish they could have got him a little cheaper, but he's been a good quarterback for him. I'm hoping Dalvin Cook here really gets signed too. Hoping he gets his extension. I really like Dalvin. Of course, injury problems are one concern for him, but one thing, it looks like we're in cover 3 here. I figured I'd make a video too down the road if you guys are kind of curious about it. Kind of how to read defenses on Madden. If you guys are looking to improve in different things, kind of how to read the safeties, the corners. How to tell if they're going to bring some pressure on you, when to audible out of it. So definitely let me know in the comments section if you guys are interested in that kind of video here. But one thing I love about this New England offense, if you guys have never ran it, see, I get a little panic there and was worried about turning the ball over, so I figured I'd just take the sack there. I was holding on to the ball way too long on that one. Definitely getting back into the swing of things. I didn't play Madden too much these last couple of years, so like I said, definitely trying to get the swing of things, coming back to the game. But getting back to, like I was saying about this New England defense, I love the spread, or New England defense, New England offense is that this spread offense is just, it works so well. You have so many different options. You have a lot of option routes you're running, a lot of timing routes, but just spreading that defense out and getting a favorable matchup, especially with Minnesota, with a young, talented receiver, like Jefferson, and then, of course, you've got 2 great tight ends up there in Minnesota, and, of course, Adam Thielen, one of the best receivers in the league. This spread offense really works well, so I definitely recommend it if you guys have not tried this out. But just look at this. Just look at all the options I have there on the field, just spreading everybody out. Got a couple of in routes, got people going deep. You got a running back out of the backfield. It's so much to focus on the defense, and I think that's why it's such a great offense and why, New England has perfected it over the years, is that, they're great at looking at the best, finding those matchups, and here, just great protection there from my offensive line. Hit Rudolph right over the middle. Again, a great timing route. That's what I love about that flood play I just called there. If you can get good protection, man, you can find some open receivers down the field. The one bad thing, though, with the New England playbook is if you're somebody who likes to run the ball a lot, there's not a lot of crazy run plays. You get a few unique plays out of the single back formation and out of the shotgun formation, but not a lot of crazy plays other than that. Then I hit my guy right here on the in route for the first touchdown of the year. Get a nice start here.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air.
Got Dan Bailey coming in to clean it up here. Good start though, 7-0 Vikes here.
For drive number one, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect.
And also let me know in the comment section too if you guys would rather me do like kind of a live commentary as well. Like I said, I recorded this early, so that's kind of why I figured I'd walk you through and kind of explain how I'm playing and different things. And like I said, let me know too if you'd like some tips and tricks on how to get better at Madden too, because like I said, I've played Madden ever since the Super Nintendo, so I've been around for probably 20 years playing Madden, maybe even longer than that. So like I said, definitely let me know in the comment section, but I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing lately. I really do. But our first set here against Baker and the Browns, we got the pick on him, so I'm hoping to get a little pressure. Like I said, shut down Nick Chubb, shut down Kareem Hunt. You shut down that running game, then you can bring some pressure. You can play coverage, and again, we're in that 3rd and 9. I'm going to go to this kind of Tampa 2 defense, just kind of, again, drop everybody back on the line. Basically I'm going to give you the short yardage and then come up and make the sure-handed tackle. Oh, man, that should have been a pick there. Got some butterfingers there, but at least we held them 3 and out. We're getting the ball back. 5:37 left on the clock. So.
They've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Abdullah to return.
Amir Abdullah is somebody who I've always liked up in Minnesota. When he's gotten the chance to play, man, he's been pretty solid. I think he had some fumble issues. Was it last year when he was playing? But other than that, he's been great. Got the 2 safety split out here, so the middle of the field is going to be open here. But I get it out in the flat to Rudolph here for an easy first down. That was another thing, too, that I love about the New England playbook, especially for the Minnesota Vikings. If you've never played with the Vikings or you don't know the Vikings very well, their offensive line's kind of bottom tier in the league. They're pretty bad. And basically with that spread offense and spreading everybody out and then always having kind of that check off, or that check down play that you can run always, or you can kind of get the ball. Basically with the New England offense, you can get the ball out of your hand pretty quickly and let your speedsters, let your guys that are really agile, take the ball, get it into space, get that yards after catch. And that's, like I said, that's another thing I love about the New England offense. Just like with the slant play there, and of course you get slants in every offense. But again, 4 slants, or you run a double slants there. Again, I can get the ball out of my hand quick. I don't have to worry about getting pressured. It just saves me a lot of time. Got some guys up on the line here, so it looks like they're either bringing pressure or they might be possibly bringing pressure here. So I'm going to check out of the run play here. I'm going to go to my double slants, and again, just get the ball out of my hand quick. They're bringing pressure. No worries. Even though the offensive line isn't the strongest, those quick hit plays basically kind of get you out of that. So it's one thing I like. And again, I kind of want to go to the run play here, but again, the box is stacked. It looks like they might be bringing some pressure, so I'm definitely going to check out of that play there. My goal here is if I get enough time to get that ball down the field, but it looks like we're playing some pretty solid zone defense there. Definitely don't want to take a chance. That's one thing I've always done also in Madden. I think it's a really smart thing to do. Don't be afraid to throw a ball away. If you don't have something there, don't try to force a pass in there. Just throw it away. That's first down. I got 3 more downs to go, so don't worry about it. Those short check downs, even though you might only get 4 or 5 yards, it's kind of like a run play. It's like a long handoff, so keeps the clock running, keeps you moving, so instead of 3rd and 10 there, you get 3rd and 6. This is one of my favorite playbooks in the New England playbook here. You got one guy going deep, 2 over the middle, and 1 running a comeback route. That one there, luckily, again, my line gave me just enough time to get that ball down the field. Get it down the field safely to Jefferson. And like I said, we're on pace here, 1st and goal.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but
This is another great play to run on the, when you get close to the goal line here. Have a couple of receivers running in routes because you just, again, that spread. Fortunately for the Browns there, they were able to get enough pressure on me to where I wasn't able to get the playoff as cleanly as I would have liked to. But if I might have tapped, did kind of a lob throw there, I might have scored a touchdown. But this is one thing I like about the New England playbook here is there's a lot of, God, what that stutter step there Cook did. If he wouldn't have done that little stutter step there, I don't know if I must have hit to cut or something too quick. But if I wouldn't have done that stutter step, I think I would have scored on that play. So we're third down here. Going to try to get this ball in the end zone. Nice throw into tight coverage. Really nice throw there. Fortunately, he drops the ball. No biggie. I've got one of the most accurate kickers in sports to come in and clean this up. I can't remember. Is Dan Bailey still the most accurate kicker in football? I don't even remember. But we're off to a good start there. Like I said, you don't want to force it in. You're not gonna. Also, I just wanted to say too for all you guys watching, and again, definitely appreciate it. I'm not somebody who goes for it a lot on fourth down. Like I said, I try to play the game as realistically as possible. So that's what you're going to get out of my gameplay. I've grown up. I've always played franchise. I play online once in a while too, but I've always been a franchise guy. So I'm going to try to provide you with the closest thing to a simulation as I can, even though Madden's not a simulation anymore. It hasn't been for years. I'm going to try to do that for you guys. So. This is a really good play by the Browns here. I had the whole middle of the field open there, and they just dropped it down. Dropped a draw play on me. It was like I said, it was a really good play on the computer's part there. Come up and press here, kind of jam the guys at the line. Try to disrupt the timing, throw out the timing with Baker. Did a pretty good job there. I hate that glitch, by the way. Do you guys ever get that? It's been in Madden for, God, how many years now? The last 5 or 7 years where you throw that little dump-off pass to your running back in the flat, and he keeps running into the running until he goes out of bounds, and it's like, man, just stop, catch the ball, and go. God, that drives me nuts. Here he catches it right at the line. Does he get the first? No, he doesn't. He actually dropped it. I saw there. Sorry. He did drop it. But that's when the defense is cooking for me anyways. Get the basically get him in third and long, drop back, play coverage. Like I said, I've got Logan Ryan, Aqib Talib, Holton Hill, and then my 2 all-pro safeties back there. I mean, it's going to be hard to throw on us, so that's always my goal. Going to try to take a shot here if possible. But, of course, we get Jefferson here pretty much wide open underneath, and there's pretty good coverage deep. So, again, just take what the defense gives you there. They gave me a wide open guy over the middle. We're taking it. One thing I've loved about Jefferson so far, he's a pretty good route runner on this game. He's got pretty good speed, and he really doesn't drop the ball. The first couple of preseason games I played with him, like I said, sure-handed receiver. I think he's going to be really good during the franchise this year, so I'm really, really looking forward to it, really excited. Try to pound the ball here a little bit with Dalvin Cook. It's one thing you'll love about Dalvin if you really like a shifty running back, man. He is top notch. Madison's a great backup too to bring in. Really good change of pace guy. Madison's more of your north and south runner, whereas Cook's going to be a bit more shifty. Just take it down. We got another quarter to go here. Got a pretty good first quarter, 10-0. So what are you guys feeling on Madden 21 this year? I saw Madden 21 it's gotten like the worst reviews of any of the most recent Maddens over the last couple of years. Do you guys think it's the worst that have played it? I actually think the gameplay might be a little better in some ways. One thing I've noticed that I've hated over the last, a lot of Maddens, is the lack of penalties that are called, like pass interference, holding, different things. And I've noticed in this game so far that penalties are actually being called, which, again, I want more of that simulation style of gameplay. So I've really been enjoying that. I've seen a couple of pass interference calls. I've seen some roughing the passer calls. I've seen some face mask. I've seen a holding. Just quite a few different penalties, and I'm kind of surprised. I hope that doesn't get patched. So I'm kind of excited for that. Try to take another shot if I have the time. We'll see here. Again, though, right over the middle. Big root off, creates space, gets open. You got to take what the defense gives you there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Should we go for it? Should we take it? Let's take a shot at the end zone here. Let's go 4 verticals.
First down, here's Cousins.
Ooh, what happened there? Man, that sucks. I have that happen every once in a while, where you try to throw to a different shoulder on the receiver, and your quarterback throws too far to the left there. I kind of wanted to keep it away from the high safety there, so I wanted to kind of come to the middle a little bit, and Cousins threw it too far. This is another great play here, levels, because again you get so many different. You get basically 3 receivers running the same route, but at different levels. And it just, usually in man coverage, you get somebody who's, one of your receivers is usually a little quicker, a little better matchup on the corner. Or, if the defense is sitting back and playing zone, you always get those receivers coming open. So eventually they're going to find a hole in the zone. Just again, great timing route there. Nice little slant play there to Jefferson. Again, gets off the line well, breaks that press coverage, gets open, catches the ball. So we are good to go. Should we go back to pounding the ball here? See what happens. Let's give it a try.
Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
Oh, does he get in? Yeah, here we go. Alvin Cook trucks right through. That's one thing I'm excited for about the Vikes this year, man, is that the Kevin Stefanski, obviously, he was the offensive coordinator last year with Minnesota. He ended up taking the head coaching job with the Browns, and it's kind of unfortunate to see that. But Minnesota ended up promoting Gary Kubiak to that position of offensive coordinator. So basically, Kubiak kind of runs that usually runs that Mike Shanahan type of running game, where they for some reason the Shanahans, they are just like the best coaches for running the ball. I remember back in the day, Mike Shanahan, if you guys, for all you older guys that are watching my videos, when he was coaching the Denver Broncos back in the day, and Terrell Davis got hurt, like every single year after that, they would plug in some unheard of, unknown running back, and they'd get 1,100, 1,200, 1,500 yards. They always got great production out of their running backs. I remember like Alandis Gary and Reuben Drones, just guys you just never heard of back then, and plug them in and just run right through you. And it was fun to watch. So like I said, as a Viking fan, and some of you Viking fans out there, I'm kind of curious to see if you're excited about that. That Gary Kubiak ran offense. I think Minnesota's offense is going to take a step forward this year. Again, we get them to 3rd and 8. I'm going to drop guys back. We're going to play coverage. Hopefully get a little pressure on Baker here. Just great defense there again. Playing tight defense, contest the catch. Get them to 4th and 8 again here.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
It's funny seeing Abdullah back there catching, returning the punts. I'm so used to all those years having Marcus Sherrills back there. I always loved old Sherrills. You know, he wasn't much of a corner, but he's a pretty good punt returner for a couple of years for Minnesota. And you can go back to the old days of David Palmer. I don't know if you guys remember him. Some of you older Viking fans out there loved little David Palmer, man. He was a great kick returner, great punt returner. Oh, Cook's got a good hole there. Yep, got right through for the first down. One thing, too, for all you people who are newer to Madden, immediately, when you're running the ball, don't immediately hit, your sprint button. Take some time because it's easier to make cuts, to spin, to juke, and do different things like that, and then also to wait for your blockers. That's one thing I will say that will help your running game out if you're struggling. Don't immediately hit sprint. Take your time, try to find the hole, and then also when you do your cuts, if you're not sprinting while you're cutting and spinning, your cuts and spins will be much, much better. So don't really hit your sprint button until you get through the hole. One thing they used to do in Madden years ago was they took the sprint button out. Basically, if you just pushed forward on your D-pad or with your joystick, you'd be in sprint mode then, and I think it made cutting and different things so much easier. But of course, they brought the sprint button back a few years ago, and I think most people probably like having a sprint button, but I preferred the older way, or the way they had it for a few years where there wasn't a sprint button. It's just your player was, X speed, and that's what he ran. So like I said, it just made focusing on cutting and spins and stuff much easier. See, looks like we got a cover 3. They're bringing the safety down, so I'm definitely getting some pressure from that left side. So I'm going to have to get rid of the ball quickly here. And as you saw there, I kind of made a boneheaded play. What I should have done there was stepped up in the pocket. I actually tried scrambling out, so that allowed the defensive end to put some pressure on me, and I had to just throw the ball away. So like I said, I'm still a little rusty on some of these plays here. But I'm going to try to give the old screen a call here. I haven't ran a lot of screens on this Madden yet. That was good defense there. How's the screens been this year for those who have been playing the game quite a bit more? Oh, yeah. They got Andrew Sendejo there, longtime Viking safety, solid safety. Always loved Andrew Sendejo. He played incredibly well in last year's Saints game in the playoffs. He actually played corner most of the game and was just shut down. I mean, he was a lockdown corner in that game, played very well. Very well. This is one of my favorite plays again. If you can get enough time, you see that linebacker over the middle or the safety over the middle there. They're sitting back, and whether they're playing zone or man coverage, you got two receivers coming over the middle there. It makes it so difficult to defend that, and that's what, again, such a great thing about the New England playbook. Again, running one of my favorite plays here, the stick route. And see, what I was hoping there was to get it up and over the corner and give Thielen a chance to get to the back of the end zone there, but it didn't work out quite as well as I thought it would.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Good for a play here. Should we change it to slants? Should we run up the middle? I'm going to take a slant route here and try to hit Jefferson. Perfect. As you saw there, the linebackers kind of pulled up there. Kind of played towards the left side of the line there. That left Jefferson in the corner one-on-one there. I'm taking Jefferson, that shifty young receiver. He's going to get open. That's just a good read on my part, and then a good play. Just a good well-ran route there by Jefferson. So. And as you see, the score line's getting a little out of hand, so that's why I figured at halftime we'd stop it, and I get some feedback from you guys if you want me to have these longer videos playing these longer quarters, if you're kind of enjoying that, if you'd rather me not talk too much during the game, do more of a live comm, where I'm kind of just going through my head as I'm playing, or if you kind of like the stories more, kind of this style more, just like I said, let me know in the comment section, because I want to make the viewing experience as enjoyable as I can for you guys. Oh, look at that pick there. There's my man, Harrison Smith. I remember when Minnesota traded up to get him in the first round. I was really excited. Really excited. He's been a great pickup for Minnesota. The best safeties in football.
And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Should go with a 4 vert here. I might end up doing a hot route here, or changing Rudolph's route. Yeah, I think I'm going to change it to an in. Looks like pretty good coverage, so we're just going to dump it down to Kyle Rudolph here. That's one of the bad things with running 4 verts is if they defend it well, if your running back is just blanketed out of the backfield, you know, if you take one of the vertical routes off there and kind of dump it off, you know, at least you have a safety valve there in case there's really good coverage. But I do like a lot of these running plays out of the shotgun. Obviously, that one there didn't work, but kind of throws the defense off, and that's what I really like about it, just because there's not a lot of people that run out of the shotgun, so I definitely like that. As you can see, too, on here, I'm a pure pocket passer. I don't run much with my quarterback. I never really have. So this is one of my favorite routes here, just that little curl route over the middle there again. If you get some kind of zone coverage, which basically we got a cover 4, which is going to be similar to the cover 2, and that the middle linebacker really drops back towards the safeties. That leaves the whole middle of the field open, and that's what's so great about that. Let's see, what should we think? I'm thinking we're going to spread them out here a little bit. We're going to try to spread the defense out, get a quick throw into the end zone here for a touchdown. Let's see what we can do. I'm telling you, this spread offense is great, too, down on the, oh yeah, wide open. Beautiful throw, hits Thielen right here for a touchdown. Thielen's like, get off of me. See what I mean, though? There's some actual penalties called on this game. I love seeing that. You know, get roughing the passer here. Should I have accepted it? No. Gonna decline it. Get the touchdown here. Take the 1 here from Bailey. Up 31-0 here with 3 minutes left. Defense is playing well. The offense is playing well. I'm playing on an all-pro setting, and like I said, just because I haven't been playing Madden as much over the last few years, I figured I better start on all-pro before I go to all-Madden. But with this ass beaten right now, I might have to go to all-Madden here beforehand. And then I'll give you guys an update on the next video too, how the second half turned out. Gonna have Nate Stanley coming in and playing the quarterback position, and then we'll have to make some cuts to get the roster down to its normal numbers. So I'll also do a little walkthrough, basically who I released and what the reason was for it. Most of them are going to probably be players you guys have never heard of, so definitely do that, like I said, in the next video. I'm actually kind of surprised the defensive tackles are playing a lot better than I thought. You know, I was a little worried. That's why I signed Terrell Suggs and brought him in. And I know it's weird saying Terrell Suggs playing defensive tackle, but he's he can put some pressure on the quarterback. He's a good run stopper, you know, especially in his later years. Has a good awareness rating. And that's one thing that's really big on Madden, especially when you're playing like franchise mode against the PC, or I shouldn't say PC, I'm on PlayStation, but you know, against the computer, is that awareness is really, you know, that's going to really help out a lot with your players. So always make sure you look at the ratings and make sure they fit your scheme. We've done an excellent job though, stopping Chubb and the other running back here. We've done a really great job with it. So, and I think that's why we've been so successful stopping the pass as well, is because I can drop back, play coverage, and not have to worry about, you know, Chubb or, you know, getting through the line. And this here, man, this is just a Madden play. Oh, look at Parker. Is he going to make it? It's going to be close. He gets in. But again, that's what frustrates me about Madden not being a true sim, because in a real football, Baker right there, he wouldn't have thrown that across his body. He would have taken that free 15 yards out in front of him. I don't understand. And this is all pro too. So, you know, I could understand that maybe being on a rookie or a pro setting, but all pro or all Madden, you think he's going to take off with the ball there and get that free 10, 15 yards out in front of him. So just a weird play, but, you know, hey, I'll take the touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards.
Graphics do look nice, though, I will say that. And like I said, let me know again on the saturation. I kind of like the saturation look. Like, it just makes the colors really pop, and those classic 90s and early 2000s Vikings uniforms, man, they look good. They look good. I miss those days. Good days with Randall Cunningham and Brad Johnson and Jeff George and all those great quarterbacks they had back then. Warren Moon, and yeah, they were fun to watch back then. They were fun to watch. I'm going to start playing more of the dime defense here, dollar defense, with a lot of corners out on the field, because basically with a minute 55 left, you know, 38-0 before halftime, before the starters rest, they're going to have to throw the ball. And you see me make a boneheaded play here, coming through and touching the quarterback. So, like I said, it's, you know, you didn't see a lot of those penalties in the last couple of Maddens, so that's one thing I will say about Madden 21. At least the penalties are a bit more realistic. See Baker here again. Even though he caught the ball there, man, throwing back across your body with everybody back playing coverage, man, I don't get it. Try to put a little pressure on him here. Luckily for me, though, it was a poorly thrown ball. If he would have put that on the money, I believe that was Odell there. I didn't get to see the number in time, but that's probably a 25, 30-yard gain there if the ball's thrown a little better. Again, we're just going to drop back, play coverage here, play it safe. Like I said, being up this much. Gets it to the running back. Like I said, I'll give him three yards all day. 3 yards and come up and make the tackle. Kirk's getting excited, isn't he? Again, we're going to drop back here, play coverage one more time, 3rd and 6. Again, why doesn't Baker run there? I don't understand that. Maybe when I bump it up to all Madden here, maybe that'll change. But man, it's just that's a first down if he takes off and runs with it. Because Baker's not the slowest guy out there on the field. Man, I just don't get that. Breaks containment and got that whole field in front of him. With a minute 15 here, I'm just going to kind of sit on the ball a little bit. I thought about taking a shot for you guys, but again, that's just not something I normally do. I play it more realistic. I'm going to go into halftime up 38-0. No problem. No problem. Just going to find a couple of different running plays, kind of a bigger stack here. Bringing in the heft, as the announcers say once in a while, bringing in the big boys. God, that's one thing I wish they could fix on Madden, is that suction, that magnet crap when you're running. Man, that hole was pretty big there, and Cook should have just scooted through that as easily as can be, but you still get, it's like it, you know, you get sucked in. The players get sucked in there. So 3rd and 2 here, just going to run the ball. I'm hoping the Cleveland doesn't call a timeout here, just run it up the middle, get to halftime here. Get the first down. Just again, we're going to let the clock run and get to halftime up 38-0. But again, let me know in the comment section if you guys enjoyed this type of video. Like I said, if you'd enjoy me doing more of a live, you know, as I'm calling the plays, as I'm playing, if you'd like that more. If you enjoy kind of me kind of talking about why I'm doing the plays that I'm doing, kind of the story, talking about some old-time Vikings and some Cleveland Brown players and stuff. So, like I said, let me know in the comment section. We're going to get some halftime highlights here. We got Cook running up the middle, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling into the end zone. Baker here making this boneheaded play, just throwing back across his body for the pick six here. So, God, I don't get that. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. Live to fight another day. But I will take the pick six. I'm going to show you Kirk's stats here real quick. Man, look at that. 80% completion percentage, 212 yards, 3 touchdowns. I was in time. I was in time on most of my throws here, so that was good to see. Dalvin, almost 100 yards. He's got 4.8 yards. Jefferson's got already 106 yards. Rudolph and Thielen both have 5 catches. Like I said, you're not going to see a big average usually out of my offense because I'm running, like I said, that spread offense. So, but yeah, like I said, let me know in the comment section if you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I appreciate all the love in the last video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next video. Football season's right around the corner in 2 weeks, but like I said, I'm just so excited to keep going on this franchise journey here. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next video.